You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Up next, it's our main event between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. The ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Taylor again. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Jones setting up the play action. His first throw is an interception. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Saints take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Jones pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Travis Achane on the ground. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's Shock on 2nd down. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, the Colts got to it first.
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch, because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record, but that QB, he feels responsible.
In motion, a receiver left. Here's Jones. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock. His hands took that one off, so the incompletion means it's second down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Julian Blackmon.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Third down, Jones to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Pierce motioning right. Now it's Jones out the play action. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. And I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Downs will go in motion left. To the air on third and long. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. Brings up fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Throwing here, Jones. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And the early decision to go for it is rewarded. He's got him enough for the first. This drive is going to continue.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Play fake, Jones. Connecting again with Downs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator too.
On the draw, this is Taylor. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's second down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they could reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second down carry for Taylor. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! Oh, the Saints got to it! If there was a metaphorical panic button over there right now, partner, I feel like this would be the time to press it.
And you know me, I take the elevator right down to the field and press it now.
And this defense, man, they have seized on the opportunity that's been presented to them early.
And here's what happens with defenses. Once they feel an offense is loose with the ball, this poor ball security, they're going to be ripping and clawing and tearing for it all game long.
Has a man on target to Johnson. The 50. He's at the 30. And they are all the way into that red zone. And goes to the hurry up here.
74-yard gain on the play. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They pitch it to Achane. And he gets home. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Achane in from 18 out. Charlie Smith on to try the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Doolin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. And you get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Play action now with Jones. Right side is wheeled in by Warren. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at first down here. Zone read handoff to Taylor. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
He'll hang on to it on the second down option. Up the sideline to the 45. And this is going to be out of bounds, so a gain of about 13 on the play. And it's going to be first down to Indianapolis.
One thing I just marvel at about the QB of this era, Kate, is just how good they are in these situations, these zone reads. Their ball handling, the play action, the movement, and then the explosiveness to go get a big run off of it. That is just awesome.
And in motion, out of the slot. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Brian Brzee on the stop. Taken down back at the 42.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Jones looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And talk about a good gain when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down. Taylor trying to run for this first. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by day, I contain everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
Taylor the back on first down. And they sure have helped him move past that fumble quickly, haven't they? Last play is third carry of this drive. Back to the well again. Makes a man miss. He's off. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Colts.
They go play fake with Jones. Bails out of it. Jones is hit. He fumbles it. And the Saints grab it. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. 40. 30. Gets the 10. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
On the return, here's Doolin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes first and 10. Jones. Stand by the running back here. It's DJ Giddens. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that is a Colts first down. 2 set of downs from the 37. To throw, here's Jones. Going with a screen to Taylor. Along the right sideline, there's space. It's an Indianapolis touchdown.
Complete to number 28.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, he can do his damage. Big time.
Extra point converted by Schrader. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14, Colts 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. They'll start this drive with Achane. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And that is going to give the Saints a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Saints holding the lead inside of the Superdome. First and 10 now from the 46. They'll stick with Achane. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
first down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Shuck. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A big gain from New Orleans. 32 yards. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. On the move, hit it right. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. And that makes it 2nd and very long.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't the linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw, Shuck. Lays out left side and gets it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Saints are going to kick a field goal here on 4th down. The Irishman, Charlie Smith, on for the attempt. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Smith able to put it through. And they will push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
On the return, here's Doolin. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Now Jones. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throwing on 2nd, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Jones now to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Jones throwing on 4th. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Smith able to put it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's stuck on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. First play is a design run. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Saints.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They pitch it to him. And they're going to have the first down. Nice chunk of yards there. Give him about 17 of them.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
29-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working on 2nd down. Chuck. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd down carry for Achane. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Achane. Brought one back earlier and now takes one across. The offense stays out. Kellen Moore making the call to go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Design quarterback run here. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Colts 7. Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Doolin. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. They haven't caught him yet. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of a great special teams play. Look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he gets home. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd of the game. First one he's running on the ground. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. And his kick is good. For the moment, at least, we got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Spencer are Schrader to kick off.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And this one will clear the end zone. No surprise to any of us, right, with the kick moved up, but it only is going to come out to the 20 on that touchback. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's Shock on 2nd down. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets this to Johnson. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. That is going to be 1st down Saints.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Achane again on 2nd. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
On play action, here's Shock. He gets it to Fant. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make the stop after a gain of about 17. And that's going to be 1st down New Orleans.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that is going to give the Saints a 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Achane, a 1st down carry. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
C.J. Allen on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd
Following that little
and
2-yard run,
at the
it's 2nd and 8.
14-yard line.
Achane again. Well, we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Achane. His 2nd of this quarter. For the extra point, here's Smith. Sent right down the middle and good. And their lead now up to 19 points.
33. 14.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Doolin. He's going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Jones now on 2nd down. That hit arrived just in the nick of time. It's enough to break up the catch and bring up 3rd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Looking quickly here.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Colts first down.
Now it's Jones out the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. Into the end zone he goes. Pick six and a New Orleans touchdown. The extra point. Here's Smith.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Colts 14. Charlie Smith to kick
A quick
off
chance
for
at
New
redemption
Orleans.
after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, here's Doolin. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
First down, Colts.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. First and 10 now from the 46. Throwing now, Richardson. He connects with Downs on the out. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Richardson now. Buys time, rolling right. They're after him, and they're going to take him down. Way behind the line of scrimmage. Chase Young. And they're going to have a bunch now to make up on second down. Richardson. Chased out to his right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Kate, I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Achane to the right. Has some space inside the 15. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. For the extra point, here's Smith. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that adds yet another to their lead.
47, Colts 14. Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Smith has it on the tee, and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Doolin. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Option give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Colts just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. 2nd and 3 now. Taylor again. He's got him the first down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Running back sent in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Brought in by Burks. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so I'll give him 1 on that short completion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Motioning Burks left. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready? Cougar 19.
And send a receiver left. Richardson now on 2nd. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
18, right in.
To the air on 3rd and long. That'll be complete to Burks. And look at this effort, just enough driving forward gets them the first. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one.